So in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to add negative keywords to your campaign and give you a really good insight into how we can find suitable negative keywords to add to that list. And the reason that we add negative keywords is really to refine the search terms for which your ads are going to be displayed, because obviously we only want our ads to be displayed for things that are very relevant to our organisation. So if you remember before, we created a really fantastic list of super relative terms within the keyword planner tool, coming up here to the tools and settings and clicking on the keyword planner. So now that we're in this screen, we're going to go through the same process. We're going to discover new keywords and we're going to put in a bunch of the keywords that we actually did select, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm just going to add in a few here. Non-profit resources, online resources for non-profits. I'm going to add in a couple of sort of curveballs, charitable. Performance, growth, and non-profit digital marketing. So let's use those as our starting block. Again, you can select the location here, so let's just make sure that the location we've got is relevant. Okay, and then save, and let's have a look at those results. So what we're going to do now is, instead of looking for search terms that are relevant to the organisation, we're going to do exactly the opposite, and we're going to select those search terms that definitely don't apply to what we do. So let's have a look and work through some of these. So I can see that there's already a bunch here that really just don't apply to what we're doing. So I'm just going to select a few as an example. So you can select as many as you want here, and just make sure that they really are not relevant. So any that are a little bit ambiguous, you can leave those. We can always refine those later down the line using the search term report. So once we've got those, there's a couple of different ways that we can add these into our campaign. I'm going to show you what I think is the simplest way to do that. So we're going to add the keywords to create a plan, as we did before. Now in our keyword plan, all we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to download this. And I prefer to use a Google Sheet. So I'm just going to put in here negative keywords, and I'm going to download that. And then once that's ready, I'll open that sheet. And while that's opening, let's go back to our campaign. So if we click on the cross here, we're going to come out of that screen and we want to go back into our campaign dashboard. So on any of your campaigns here, you can just select the negative keywords and we're just going to add these in. And then quite simply from here, we can just copy and paste. And we're just going, and again, we can select these at campaign or ad group level. And so we're going to create that and just save. So let's just select the campaign and save that. And like I say, you can add in as many of those as you want. You can also add in the various different match types. And then what we'll do later on is, as our account starts to build, we can then actually use the search terms report here. And that will actually give us an indication of what people have actually been searching, which are bringing them to our ads and to our site. And then from that, you can assess whether or not those AdWords are relevant to your organisation. If they are, you can build out new ad groups and keywords based on those search terms. And if they're not, you can add them to your negative keyword list.